Hey, what's up? Today I'm excited to share with you guys how you guys can level up your AI development at the experimentation phase. So me and my team have been working really hard to create a new framework that helps you turn your Jupyter notebook into an OpenAI API server. So what this means is you can chat with your Jupyter notebook as you're working on AI pieces. This is going to help you determine like if this model is the right for your application, is this method what you should be using, which one you're going to like better. So let me show you with an example. This is like how to make agent example notebook that Llama Index puts out. Um, and the library that we're going to use is called Whisk. So Whisk is a runtime framework that's vendor agnostic, but it turns your AI code into an OpenAI compatible API in minutes. This means that we can actually integrate it with any OpenAI client that there is. So in this scenario, we're going to chat with it using OpenWebUI, which is a very powerful open source project that lets you chat with open source models. We will we will be mimicking models, right? So I'm going to run through some of this boilerplate. Um, the main point of this notebook is to create agents and test them to see how they are. So it downloads some mock data, it creates a storage index, it then creates tools out of those indexes, and then it sets up the agent. So the agent, right, we give it the tools, we give it the LLM, and now I want to know, like, is this good? Is this good enough for my application? Is it spitting out the right things? How much more tweaking do I need to do to it? And previously, you can just invoke it on each cell, right? Agent.chat, and then you just keep going and going and tweaking this. But that's not really like that's not the experience that the user does, and that's not how your application is going to interact with your AI code. What you can do instead now with Whisk is you can actually create a handler, which kind of looks like an HTTP handler, but what this serves is like the entry point to your application using very simple inputs and outputs, so you don't have to deal with any of that HTTP nonsense. All of that is taken care of for you. So what we've done is we've wrapped the agent in this handler function that should expose it as an OpenAI API. So the Whisk library, once you set it up, it comes with a fast API router, which is extremely customizable, but it also runs in a notebook. So let's run that. And what I'm interested in doing is knowing how this agent reacts, right? We just set it up with, we loaded it up with data, we gave it some tools, and now I want to chat with it. And now you can. So right now we don't have any models, right? Well, we have our local models, but if I refresh the page, you could see that I have to run this. I actually have to run the cell. You could see that my function actually mimics a model, right? And you remember, this is not a model. This is our Jupyter notebook. So I can say, what are the financials for Lyft in 2021? And this is now replying exactly how our application would reply if we were to take this a step further and make it a server. So here you could see that it reported back from the information that we gave it. And if we go to our Jupyter notebook is answering it, right? This makes the experience extremely seamless and extremely natural. What's the most interesting part of this? And with a powerful client like OpenWebUI, you can save chats, you can share them, you can get feedback very, very quickly to see, is this the right move for you? You can also expose many different types of handlers. So a handler just works as an entry point, as a model into your application. If you found this to be very interesting and you want to know more, go check out the Whisk project. It's an open source project on GitHub. I'll put the link out somewhere, and don't forget to give it a star.